Raina. I hope I got that wheeze in there as I said, hey, Raina.
Raina found a joke, and it's inappropriate, you guys. It's been too long. Too many appropriate
Let's
jokes.
go for it.
We're just gonna hit it right off the
Go
bat.
it. You do it. Let's do it.
This is thank you to my best friend Jenna's husband Rupert. He sends through really good ones all the time.
He really does.
He does.
Well done, Rupert. I don't even know what it is, but well done, Rupert.
Oh god,
it's always the quiet one.
It is the quiet one.
I think I said 3 words to Rupert.
Yeah, and he is very quiet unless you like really get him in a situation where it's just like you guys like he's opened up to us now, but like
let's get him in that situation.
I mean,
I want to experience.
And then once he's drunk,
Wow.
just always a good time. Okay, so what's the difference between a pickpocket and a peeping Tom?
Oh Lord, what?
One snatches your watch, the other watches your snatch.
A+ for sure. A+.
That's a good one. It was a solid one.
Solid.
20 out of 10.
100%. 1000% even. Good job. Should be our joke writer. Like, can we take him, like, bring him on board as the Lunatic Soup family?
Oh, 1,000.
As our joke writer?
I will say that it's one of those things that I forgot about. And then I opened this and I was like, oh, fuck, there's so many.
What I need to do is I need to give him the list of episodes coming up. And then he can just plug in. He can just plug in jokes.
And he has so many. Do you want to hear another one?
Yes.
That he sent through? Okay. It's along the same lines. But what do a gynecologist and dentist have in common?
They both read lip.
They both want to know when your last filling was. So then, okay, so I texted.
Oh no!
It's this group chat, and it's Tex and I, and then Jenna, my best friend Jenna, and her husband Rupert, and I screenshotted the joke that we said first, and I said, my exact words were, we just said this joke on air. Meg died. Jen responds, oh my God, I had a small heart attack. I saw the banner come on the top and over. As I opened my phone, it said, Meg died. Jesus. I said, no, she's not dead. Sorry.
Not dead yet.
Not she died. It's dead. It's
died.
died.
It's
dead.
died.
Dead.
Gone.
Died. Dead.
No source.
No source. But Meg's not dead, so that's good. Good to hear.
Not yet.
The text just said Bigfoot's on the beach dead. He died.
Never gonna end. Never gonna end. All right. Well, hello and welcome to Lunatic Soup, the podcast where we go into all things wild, weird, and unknown. We're your hosts, May.
And I'm Raina, ready to brew up some lunatic soup.
Let's go. Okay, so today we have a Blossom Barn cider, and it's cider apple perry.
Saddle apple perry.
Cider apple perry. The ingredients are barlin, barnet, Wardfield, Romanian, Bosque, and cosmic pears.
I think it's pear.
I think there's pears in there, and apples from Jolly Farmer outside of Corvallis, Oregon.
So I think, just so everyone knows, you hear our southern accents coming out right now, right?
So sorry.
But I think we finally found Meg's redneck name. Because we were downstairs.
Oh no.
In between episodes, and one of our
oh my God
kids' teachers is pregnant, who is also a friend of ours and is amazing. And it's like, I think one of my daughters was like, does she have a name yet? And like Meg had said, I think she has a few, but like, nothing permanent. And she whispered something to me, and one of my daughters, like, it's Jessifer. Oh, she thought that her teacher was naming her daughter Jessifer. And I was like, no, but Meg can be Jessifer.
Jessifer. It's better than Mama June, like your husband wanted to name me.
I think Jessifer is the perfect
Jessifer. I will take Jessifer. It's a little bit like Lucifer.
Also fitting.
Jessifer it is. Welcome. Jessifer.
I like it, Jessifer.
Hi, Felicia. I'm Jessifer.
See, I told you. The second she said it,
flows.
I
did not know that was what was in your brain hole right there.
I glazed donut for just now. I was going to say
no, that was a sprinkle.
That's right.
That was a sprinkle
donut, but no, I kept it in there for just because I was like, I have to say it on air because I can't waste it on
Jessifer.
I'll
take it. Hi, y'all. I'm Jessifer.
All right, let's drink this cider.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Yeah.
It is what it is at this point. I have a massive pear tree in my yard, and that is my goal. I have apples too, but they never really. I need to do something. I need to like do you fertilize. I don't know. I have no idea.
You're the green thumb. I don't ask
but
me.
the pears.
Well, is that we're gonna make pear cider then?
Pear cider. And
we
then
said it last year.
can
We're
go
really
to an
gonna do it.
apple orchard too.
Ooh.
I was afraid with the sniff. I was afraid of gym socks.
It's a bit sketch.
It's a bit gym socksy, but the flavor's very mild.
It could definitely use
very
some lime.
light.
It could sour slut it for sure. I don't think we have sour slut, but let me text. Yeah, let me text the.
Text the boo boo.
Text the boo boo.
No, that's really really good. It's a dry, but it's a very light tasting cider.
No, very light tasting. It's delightful.
And I think I also needed to get a little cold in the ice because this was in my garage.
Yeah,
so it was not. But yeah, this is from Corvallis, Washington. Or no, sorry, Grants Pass, Washington.
What the hell is that?
Blossom Barned Cidery.
Okay, we'll see.
Grants Pass, Oregon, not Washington.
I was going to say, I've never even heard of it.
It's a classic English cider.
Oh, okay. I could see the English side.
Yeah.
Delightful. Okay. Well, all right. Meg has kept this episode a secret. I have no idea what it is.
There has been this episode has grown and molded. So this started out as a spooky Oregon episode, a spooky states episode. Okay. And as I was writing it, the first story that I found was so massive. I'm like, I can't do many more.
Right.
So then I'm like, okay, it could be a longer episode, but I'll just tack in one more bigger one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the first one that I did was the Hot Lake Hotel.
Okay.
Which is in Oregon on the east side. Fascinating.
Okay.
Fascinating. And then I put in this one, but I realized Hot Lake Hotel is its own episode.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to do that another time. And then as I'm writing this one, I'm like, well, shit. So we are going to talk about the Shanghai Tunnels in Portland.
Oh,
Oregon.
I know what those are. I've heard of them.
I was texting my friend who lives down near Portland, and I'm like, I gotta go.
Where did we hear about it? Was it you telling me because you were with your friend Stephanie about them? Yeah, is that what it was?
Yeah, well, we went down to Oregon, and we'll talk about this a little bit, but the Shanghai Tunnels obviously have this huge, massive history to them. And I went down there with Carrie and Jess a couple years ago for a girls' weekend, but this was still like kind of towards the end of COVID.
Yeah.
And so a lot of things were still shut down, including the Shanghai Tunnel tours. But they have since opened up. So guess what? I'm so excited.
I mean, let's go.
I think I'm obsessed. I texted my friend earlier who I have another business with. And we do bookkeeping in case anybody needs a bookkeeping keeper.
You can have a lunatic keep your books.
Okay.
Let's go.
So we are talking about the Shanghai Tunnels today. 10 out of 10 with the lime juice in the cider.
Mr. Boo Boo had to, way better. Yeah, it needed that a little bit. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Portland, Oregon is filled with haunted history. Like we're going to come back to Portland, Oregon so many times. So many paranormal experience from cryptids to UFOs to hauntings, everything in between. They also have occult activity like up the bum.
I'm not surprised.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Portland is one of the most beautiful cities. It's one of my favorite cities. I mean, lately,
I was about to say, I was just there. I shot a wedding there. Well, I was there in November this year and last year. It was like the same thing. And beautiful, but
beautiful, but dang.
It's kind of like Seattle. The homeless and the drug problem is really bad.
I will say it's better than Seattle. From the height of it when I was up in Seattle down to Portland now, it's better, but it's still a beautiful city.
It is a beautiful city, yeah.
It is lush, it is green. Yeah, do you know how Portland got its name?
No.
So there were two men from the East Coast who were coming and founding Portland, and they basically did a coin flip. One of the men was from Boston and said, let's name it Boston. And the other man was from Portland, Maine and said, let's name it Portland.
Wow.
And now we have Portland.
That's kind of like how I married my husband. Coin flip. It was rock, paper, scissors.
Sorry, Shannon.
To my sister.
Sorry, Raina.
Yeah, right? Just kidding. It was a summer fling, you guys. And it was like the two
how'd that turn out for you?
The two hot guys at the summer camp. And it was just kind of where I was in college and I was like, meh. Who are you going to pursue? And we rock, paper, scissored over him and this other guy. And I won, who is now my husband. And she won the other guy. Didn't
So it all worked out.
Oh, well, it worked out how it was meant to, I think. I hope. But it is a funny story because it was like kind of how it started was like, because there was like, rock, paper, scissors, flip a coin.
Yeah. I mean,
let fate take its course.
And sure did.
Sure fucking did.
Sure did.
Here we are.
So what a lot of people don't know, especially if you're not from around here, that there is a series of 150-year-old tunnels that connect the basements of the city's oldest buildings, connecting them to the Willamette. Is it Willamette?
Willamette River, yeah.
Willamette River. This tunnel system is massive. Does it go the entire city? No, but it goes
it's pretty big.
It's miles and miles of tunnels. The tunnels are lined with brick and held up with beams. Originally, the tunnels were designed for easy transportation of goods from cargo ships to the city. So many businesses like bars and restaurants, they already stored their goods in the basement. So this just made sense. They didn't have to go through the streets. It was a lot easier, direct from the port to the restaurants, to the businesses. Boom, done. What could go wrong?
A lot, I'm guessing.
So the tunnels became so extensive and there was such a massive expanse of the city down to the water that people who owned multiple buildings, they started connecting their basements and it just grew and grew and grew.
Dang.
We're human and
yes,
we cannot have nice things.
This is why we can't have nice things.
This is why we can't have nice things. Is that a Taylor Swift? Just by the look on your face, is that a Taylor Swift?
You already knew it was the second. You've heard the song.
We can't
have nice.
Did I know that was a song? Yes. Did I know that was Taylor Swift? No, until I saw your face right then.
But it's a good song.
It does have a bit of a funky smell.
It is. You got to plug your nose when you drink it. But it's one of those that should be consumed out of a can. I'm going to go with that. Like, it's like the Jim Stock one wasn't a bad cider. It was just you couldn't smell it.
Yeah. So ships that sailed out of Portland would go to and from China or Shanghai, right? And they would unload in Portland, take a short break, and pack it up and sail back to Asia.
Okay.
Portland quickly became one of the most dangerous ports in the world, and it was known as the Forbidden City of the West.
Dang.
The tunnels were not referred to the Shanghai Tunnels until much later, like 100 years later.
Okay.
They were mostly called the Portland Underground. Okay. They're considered to have originated out of Shanghai, a way to kidnap people and basically force them into servitude. And it's referring to people crimping is what they called it.
Okay.
Shanghaiing someone was called crimping somebody, and they had crimpers who did it. Oftentimes it would happen to sailors. What happened was that the ships would come in and sailors would be like, fuck that, I'm out. I don't want to go back out to sea. And they'd take off into the wilderness and then they'd be gone. So these captains would be like, well, what am I going to do now?
Yeah.
And they'd find men in Portland and be like, hey, I need strong-bodied men. Do you know how many times I read the phrase strong-bodied men? And I will pay you $30 to $50 a head, which back then was a lot of money. And okay, well, we can do that. So what are we going to do? How are we going to crimp these people? How are we going to Shanghai these people?
I feel like I kind of know, but I'm not going to say it. I'm going to let you go.
So captains are the ones that actually came up with this idea to have a steady stream of men to their ship. They would hire these crimpers to Shanghai replacement sailors by paying them. And what these crimpers would do is they would go to bars or taverns or saloons and find somebody who was able-bodied. And a lot of times it was the captains who would go to these establishments and find someone and like mark them somehow. And the barkeep would be in on it and spike their drink. And then they'd be disoriented. The crimpers would come in and take them and basically smuggle them onto the ship. And
they'd be kidnapped.
There they'd be. People got onto this and were on the lookout, right? So then they had to get a little bit more secretive about this. So what they would do is a lot of these establishments had trapdoors.
Oh, that's fucked up.
And so they would spike their drinks, get them really messed up so that they were whatever. They'd bring them over to a place that was kind of out of public view and they'd slip the trapdoor, they'd fall into the tunnels and there'd be crimpers down there. The crimpers down there would then take their shoes off and throw them in a pile. There's still piles of shoes down there. And they had lined the tunnels with glass so that these people could not run off.
Yeah.
They were captured at this point. They'd bring them onto the boats, and once they came to, they'd be out at sea. And the captain and the crew would come up to these people who had been kidnapped and be like, here, sign this contract saying you're going to work for us for X number of years, or you're considered a stowaway and are going to be thrown off into the
Wow. Okay.
Yes, they would get
And you're shark
thrown. Yes,
Yeah.
pretty much. So they would obviously sign this, and once their time was up, they would be brought back to port. But it wasn't uncommon for them to be going back to the bars, and guess what? They'd be shanghaied all over again.
Holy fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was just terrifying. You'd be shanghaied.
Shanghaied is what they called it. And that wasn't until later on that they call it that.
But still.
Yeah. Now, let's be clear. It's not just Portland. Astoria had those, and Seattle had the same
I was
thing.
going to say, I feel like I know that Seattle had something similar.
It was very similar, but Portland was like the main hub of it.
Dang.
I said all that from a brain hole, so
That was really good.
it was pretty good. Now I have to find out where it was. So at times it got to be harder and harder to get men because this was like every once in a while somebody would come to on their way to the ship and be able to escape. And they would go to authorities and say all this was happening. And there was never proven, but the word got out. So it was really difficult for them to continue getting these people. So naturally, they turned their sights on the ladies. And this got even more nefarious.
Of course.
Because what would happen was a crimp would spot a woman either in a bar or who was new to town, and they would pretend to be like a missionary of sorts. And they'd be like, hey, do you need a place to stay? Here's a boarding house that's safe. Blah, blah, blah.
Lies.
And they'd get in there and they would kidnap them and bring them down to the tunnels. Or they would do it the same way that they did it with the men, and they would trapdoor them and they'd go down to the tunnels. When they were dropped, same thing. They would take their shoes, and they ended up building a bunch of holding cells down there. It's basically like a prison down there. They would hold people. They would not Shanghai the women in the sense that they would bring them to the port and send them off to sea.
They would.
Yeah, basically force them into sex slavery.
Give me the bear. I'll take the bear.
Take the bear. Take the bear. So down there in the tunnels were holding cells, opium dens. They housed basically prostitute slaves, tons of human trafficking. During Prohibition, the tunnels were busier than ever. They were used to transport alcohol to bars and speakeasies all over Portland. Which do that. Don't do the other thing.
Which Portland does have an amazing like bar speakeasy scene. I've gone to some unreal places there.
I mean, they're literally underground. They're literally underground, and I want to go so bad. My friend Stephanie has been, and it's in the there's a bar in the tunnels.
We went to one that was, I don't know that it was in the tunnels, but it was like an underground bar, and it was really cool. Like you were literally under a parking lot, basically. So I don't know, maybe that was it. I don't know.
So they're
similar.
They're talking about opening a bar in because Tacoma, Washington has like underground cells. Under is it the town hall?
Yeah, town hall.
Yeah. And they're talking about putting a restaurant down there,
which would be very cool.
Very,
very
we
cool. We will be going.
Opening night, baby.
Hell yeah.
Yes. So they would stash their alcohol and kept it hidden in the tunnel so that when police raided the bars looking for alcohol, they couldn't find any. Oftentimes, those selling to these establishments were criminals in multiple ways, not just Prohibition alcohol. What are they called? Smugglers. Smugglers.
That.
So police would raid these places with such high numbers that it was impossible to escape. So then they started utilizing the trapdoors and the tunnels.
Just like trapdoor themselves down to the glassy foot area.
Yep. So the police did know about the tunnels, but there's no way
they couldn't control that.
They couldn't control it. It was gangsters and bar owners who had mapped out the entire tunnel system. And because of the sheer vastness and the dangers, police couldn't navigate it. So it was the perfect escape. During the height of the operations, about 2,000 people a year were said to have been shanghaied. Most never made it out alive.
Jesus.
Yeah. Gangs would utilize the tunnels. They would take disobedient members and like basically entomb them down there. Sometimes they'd let them out, sometimes they wouldn't. You can explore the tunnels today. You can go to the underground holding cells used to kidnap anybody and women. They did whoever, and you can see the trap doors that are still there today, which is wild to me.
I mean, that's insane.
Some are still functioning.
No,
Functioning trapdoors. I just want to see it.
So like have you seen how it works, or do you know how it works? I would be interested to like see it. Yeah.
Imagine it's like pull the lever, Kronk, and you just pull the lever and it just yes. just like that. So a lot of the tunnels have collapsed or will lead to nowhere, and you do not go down there alone. Like you need to go with a guide.
Well,
because you could get lost pretty easily.
I'm sure it's not just getting lost. I'm sure there's access that like now the homeless community has found.
And there's people like I don't know about out here, but I know in New York City, like the subway system, it goes down way farther than you realize.
Oh,
and there are cities down there with a whole hierarchy and their own little government that people can. I saw a special on it once years ago. I think they called them like the mole people or something.
Is that I saw the Las Vegas one. They have one in Vegas like that.
Oh, well, there's one. Yeah. There's one in New York because you ride the subway, which I learned you've never ridden the subway, and
I think I did once. I said,
but you ride the subway and you go down pretty far, but it goes down so many more stories, and there are literal cities of people down there that never come up.
Wild.
It's insane. And like there are people that go down there for like documentaries and stuff. I would never. You
have to be ballsy and be prepared to not come up. Like
because these are people that haven't seen people from the outside world.
And they have their own jurisdiction essentially. Yes. Like at the end of the day, like you're not
their own laws.
For help, you're not getting shit.
No. Yeah. Not at all. It's absolutely fascinating.
Yeah, damn.
There, like I said, there's a bar down there that my friend had been to that I would really like to go to. The tunnels are considered one of the most haunted places on the planet.
I am not surprised. I was waiting for that because I know just by what you were saying, I was like, I'm sure this is fucking haunted as shit.
Oh yeah, like it reminds me of the Paris catacombs almost.
Yeah,
like it's not as old, obviously.
Right.
It doesn't have the whole, French Revolution skulls,
but
bolstering up the stone, the streets.
Yeah,
but
you think about the horrible shit that went on down there, like you're saying, it
energy
anywhere from people being kidnapped to mob boss situations, which we know. Like I'm sure if they were trying to kill someone,
I'm sure a ton of people were killed down there. There were people kidnapped there. There were people sold into sex slavery and human trafficking. There were kids that were employed by these mob bosses essentially that were kept down there. Like there's been I'll even talk about cannibalism today. Like there are so anything that you can imagine awful has happened down in these tunnels. And to be clear, it's not that old. It's less than 200 years old.
Damn.
It's not that old to have such a vast history.
Okay.
I want to go so bad.
I'll go.
Many reports, people down there, like you can take tours now. Like I said, they were closed down for a couple of years, but now they've reopened. It's not the same tours. So if you've taken these tours in the past, definitely give it another shot because they're different tours from different companies. COVID messed up a lot of things.
Oh yeah, we know this.
Most people report that they are watched. They feel like they are being watched from the corners because it's dark down there. It's pitch black.
Oh,
there are lights down there that people and bar owners and businesses have put up, but it is pitch black down there. So if you don't have a guide showing you where you're going, you don't know where you're going. And people report feeling watched.
I couldn't even imagine.
Often full apparitions of Asian men walking around past them in the tunnel.
Wow.
That's basically who built the tunnels. Because it started out primarily in the Chinatown area, and they're the ones that started building the tunnels. And as we know, they were not treated very well.
Oh, yeah, not at all.
Like any other minority in this country.
Yep.
So that is one thing that is often reported. And then there's Sam, and he's a spirit that likes to turn the lights off in the basements.
Oh, that's so nice of him.
So the tunnels connect to basements. So you go to a tunnel and it comes to a basement. Then you go to another tunnel and it goes to a basement. So when you're in these establishments, obviously there's electricity and all these things. And Sam likes to turn things on and off. And he moves things around from the basements into the tunnels or vice versa. And explorers who walk through the tunnels will see things just actually moving around.
That's insane.
I love it. I love it so much.
Lots of poltergeist shit.
Yeah. Because poltergeist is when they are literally moving.
Yeah, actively moving.
Actively moving.
Yeah. Well, it's like,
So you're gonna find residual, and you're gonna find like active.
Yeah.
When
a place is very haunted, I feel like that's what you get.
It's gonna be everything.
It's gonna be both.
Especially something with this much history. Like there's going to be residual.
Yep.
One tour guide reported hearing the name Sam over and over again echoing through the tunnels, and all the people on the tour heard the same thing. Just Sam, 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 Sam.
Fun.
Yeah.
You would love it.
Oh, I 1,000% would love it.
I'm ready and open now. I'm like, let's do it.
Just make sure I have a freaking camera handy.
Yeah.
But it never works that way. It
never
works that way because they don't want you. If they wanted to be out and open and in the public, they would be.
Yeah.
But they don't.
They don't want you to capture them for the most part.
Sam will often move quickly in the shadows and has been known to touch people on their shoulders. He's one of the good ones, though. He won't do anything to you. He just plays tricks.
Oh, good.
There are numerous more nefarious tricksters in the tunnels, and they will pull at your hair and tug at your clothes. One guest said that she had a tug on her shirt that was so, like, hard that it tripped her onto the ground.
Damn.
Another explorer reported hearing what sounded like a child whistling before he was thrown to the ground. He got up to see, like, he thought it was another person that did it. He got up and it wasn't. And he was thrown to the ground again. Now, this is a place I want to go to. It's the Old Town Pizza, and there's a resident spirit. Now, I'm 95% sure that when I was down with Carrie and Jess and Stephanie that we went to Old Town Pizza.
Mm-hmm.
We took a ghost tour, but you couldn't go underground. It was like a walking ghost tour.
Yeah.
Fabulous. The woman who was our tour guide was like dressed in like Victorian.
Oh, fun.
I think her name was Victoria, actually. But she was
fitting.
Amazing.
Yeah.
She was amazing. And back to the homeless issue in Portland.
Yeah.
There were people that came in on the tour, and she just basically said, "Oh, hi, Steve," or whoever you are, because he does this. And she told us, she goes, just let Steve do his own thing. He's fine. Just keep coming with us.
Just being Steve.
He's just being Steve.
I mean, fair enough.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure that Old Town Pizza was one of the places, I am, like I said, extremely sure that was one of the places that we stopped at and heard this story that I'm going to tell you now. The resident spirit's name, so it's spelled Nina, but I was told that she's called Nina.
Okay.
So if I'm wrong, sorry,
Yeah.
but I read multiple reports where it's actually pronounced Nina. So guests will often feel the presence of somebody standing behind them and then smell a waft of lilac perfume.
Okay.
And that was something that Nina had, that she wore with her. She is said to love observing diners in the Old Town Pizza, and is seen walking around, especially in or around the basement, in a black dress. And she has been there for well over 100 years.
Oh.
Old Town Pizza was once a hotel and connects to the Shanghai Tunnels. She was unfortunately a young woman who was shanghaied and forced into sex slavery.
Sad.
Yes.
Okay.
She was a young, quote, working woman. She was sold into this life. This was not her choice. At the time, this was known as a slavery market.
Okay.
It's bleh.
Yeah.
So traveling missionaries in the area convinced her to share information with them about this slavery market.
Mm-hmm.
And in exchange, they would free her from this forced prostitution. So she did. And 2 days later, she was found dead.
Oh my God.
Dead in the hotel. And she had been thrown down. It's now Old Town Pizza, but it was a hotel at the time. She had been thrown down the elevator shaft. And she's said to have never left the building. The elevator shaft is now in the pizza place. It is a booth that you can sit in.
Oh, dang. So is that where she is?
And that's where she is. And there is the name Nina carved into the wall. And nobody, like, it's been there as long as they can remember. People have carved their names into it. But
right.
This name has been there longer than anybody knows. And so they think it was actually her that did it.
That's cool.
In 1902, the crew of about 100 men had been shanghaied, and they were chained together on the inside of a schooner. They were brutally treated and drugged, and as soon as they were sent out to sea, the ship sank in the Portland harbor.
Jesus.
It is said that on the anniversary of the sinking, the entire crew will rush back to shore, as a group, hoping to find who was responsible for their murder and get justice. Witnesses have reported seeing them, hearing them, and being touched by cold, wet hands.
No, thank you.
You know what I think of?
What?
Pirates of the Caribbean with
Yes.
all the dead,
They walked up
the water. That's what I think of. But can you imagine, like, not just spookies?
No,
Okay, not just one
cold, wet spookies,
but like 100 of them.
No, thank you.
Rushing towards you,
Like a bunch of ghosties coming out of the ocean at you.
yeah,
No, thank you.
like Davy Jones with his like.
This reminds me that I wanted to tell you that I just saw a thing on. Did I send this to you about Cannon Beach?
Was it the orphan babies?
Yes.
Amanda sent that.
Was that what it was? I couldn't remember. I saw it somewhere and I was like, where did we send it? Was this? I get sent so many creepy shit by so many people now, which is wild.
First of all, Cannon Beach is one of my favorite places.
I've never been. Oh, what? It's a road trip. Too much effort.
Oh my gosh. It is pure magic. I remember, I will never forget, my oldest daughter was like 1.5.
Mm-hmm.
And it was our anniversary weekend. So we went to Cannon Beach, all three of us, right? I have the most beautiful pictures of little baby Mia.
Yeah.
With the night light sky.
Yep.
Sunset. That's
Sunset.
the word I'm looking. That's the one.
Golden
That's
hour, I want to say.
Golden hour.
The golden hour.
You will.
If you will.
And I will send you a picture because this is a beautiful picture. And we're at Cannon Beach, and I remember driving down to Cannon Beach, and I'm from the East Coast. We don't have locations that look like this.
Yeah.
It was magic.
Oh, I believe it.
It's one of the most beautiful places I have ever seen in my life.
And I want to go eventually. It's a road trip.
I love me a good road trip.
I hate a road trip.
We were talking about going to Seaside for a ghost conference, which life happened and we.
Yeah.
You were literally talking about flying to Portland.
I love an airplane.
It would take you more time to go to the airport, get on a plane, fly to Portland, and then still have to drive out to the coast.
Go to the airport, go through my clear security in like 5 minutes. I have a carry-on. Go to the bar, get a drink, wait till boarding's almost done, get on the plane. Plane takes off, plane lands, walk out, get an Uber.
You still got like 2 hours to the beach.
There is the risk of semi-trucks and just all the things.
I hate flying.
I love flying.
I hate flying more than anything else. If it's between an 8-hour flight and an 8-hour drive, I will take an 8-hour drive every single time.
I will take a flight every single time. I hate driving.
I hate flying.
Mm.
We are so opposite in everything.
Mm-hmm.
Look at us on this right now. Look at us right now. I got my blonde hair. You got your dark brown hair. You've got your it looks white on there. Your white outfit. I've got my black outfit.
Mine is we're going to call it mushroom color.
I think it's mushroom, but on there it looks pretty light.
Colored tracksuit.
The contrast.
It is a contrast. We are a contrast, but we know that's why
it works.
It works
somehow.
But I would fly, but I think I grew up flying because my mom was a flight attendant. We would fly for free. I was flying since the day I came out of the womb, and so have my kids. And going to and from Australia all the time. You got to learn how to sit on a plane for 16 hours.
I got to sit on a plane for 6 hours next week, and I don't want to.
That's the walk in the park.
I hate it.
I love it.
I hate
I
it
get so excited
so
to fly.
much.
I'm in.
The anxiety, just drug me at this point.
Okay.
I'm serious. What do you got?
I think the problem is that you don't drug yourself. That's what I do. Just take if I have my kids, I can't.
Wait,
but...
I believe I was being texted while you were on a flight, and you said, "Why is there a
colonial woman churning butter on the wing?"
That was it.
Because I took an edible.
That was it.
It was on my flight to New York for my sister's 30th birthday. Oh, what year? How old? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I was a colonial woman on the...
But then the TV wasn't working, and you took a picture of the TV, and there was a little penguin on it. She goes, "Why the fuck is there a penguin?" I'm like, "Raina, there's no penguin." And I was just messing with her at that point. She's, "Fuck off, Meg."
If I don't have children, I will take an edible on a plane, and it is because I don't react badly to edibles. That's something that I do regularly, and I just sit there and I'm happy, and I eat my snacks. I watch my TV. I'll drink my wine. Oh, I am in my happiest place. I'm in a cocoon of happiness.
See, if I'm not playing with my children, it's even worse. It's 10 times worse because then I'm worried about my kids. What if I go down? But then when I'm with my kids, what if we all go down? Oh my God, which one's better?
I feel like I go with if the plane goes down and I'm not with my kids, then it was what was meant to be. And that was the trajectory of life. And there's no point of worrying about it. And if they're all with me, then again, well, that was it. See you on the flip side.
We are two different people.
We are.
I have so much anxiety. It's
Obviously I have a fear of like death, and I obviously don't want any of those things to happen, but I just am able to like not let myself go there.
Compartmentalize.
And I can't, like, there are times that I do go there and I like will go to like dark spots where I'm like, oh my God, like, but for the most part, I'm very good at like being like, yeah,
I live in that dark spot.
Yeah,
that's where I reside.
Uh-huh.
It's not great.
I believe it. And but don't get me wrong, I go to the dark places too sometimes, but I can get like, I'm pretty good at getting myself out of it.
It's like my dad always told me, and now I'm telling my kids, okay, you're having a rough night, because it's always worse at night.
Oh yeah,
you're having a rough night. Yep. Okay, go to bed. If you still feel like that in the morning, we'll talk.
Yeah.
I literally tell my kids that now. And that's what I grew up with my dad telling me.
Yeah, I do. My oldest has pretty bad anxiety. And so when she's going to bed, it's always something. And so what we do is I give her happy thoughts. So like she'll come in and be like, Mom, I just need happy thoughts. And so I'll like tell her something exciting that's coming up, or a fun memory, or like we love our summer camp that they go to that I went to, and I'll be like, think about being at camp, do that, and I'm like, that's good, that helps. But like, because it's like, my
daughter's too goddamn stubborn for that.
Yeah, well,
she will still circle back. She's my child.
Which one?
The oldest.
Oh yeah.
A group was visiting from Scooter McQuaid's bar and grill, and they decided, we're gonna go down to the basement.
Oh dear.
We're gonna see what's down there.
Oh no.
I'd be a part of that group.
You would, for sure.
Oh, you're going down? I want to come.
I mean, if I had enough alcohol in me, I would too.
I stone nothing, and I want to go.
A year ago, I would go. Now I'd be like, let's go.
One of my favorite quotes from a podcast is, I'm not dumb enough to join a cult, but I am curious enough.
That is so good.
And I have never heard anything more true my entire life. Because I just want to know.
I'm just curious.
No, I'm just curious.
I'm not going to drink the Kool-Aid,
but anywho's, they go down there, and there's a brick door leading to the tunnels from the basement.
Okay.
And they got their ears up. They got their ears up against the door,
trying to listen to a brick wall.
And then they hear terrifying cries and moans that just got louder and louder, like they were coming closer to the wall. They stepped away and were getting ready to go back upstairs, and a group of glowing entities rushed through the wall, chased them up the stairs, and they started to run past them and out of the restaurant, and they disappeared before they exited the doors.
No, thank you.
Oh, 1,000% would want to experience that.
I mean, I would actually like to see it. I just want to see it at this point.
Yeah.
I want to see it with my eyeballs.
Mm-hmm. This is what I was kind of referring to earlier. There's an entity well known of a 9-year-old boy who was employed by the crimps, often seen roaming the tunnels. He was had a very unfortunate life. So these crimps, they took him in, and he had a shit job. He emptied chamber pots.
Oh, literally a shit job.
Literally from the tunnels. He ended up dying down there. They're not sure exactly how, probably due to exposure.
Yeah.
And he's still seen wandering the tunnels today.
That's really sad.
Psychics who go down into the tunnels will often report seeing red-eyed entities and have identified them as being the crimps. They said that they are trapped down there because of their evil doings.
I will go down there, but that's a no for me. That's a no for me, dog.
I stay down there. I don't care.
It says, okay. I don't know that I could sleep after seeing a red-eyed entity.
I mean, what's the difference between seeing that or any other entity?
Seeing a shadow figure is terrifying enough as is. I did a red-eyed entity. I might shit myself. I don't know.
Go for it.
I don't know that I could handle that.
I almost made a really terrible joke, but it involved a child, so I did not.
Oh God, but no, I don't know. The red eyes, for some reason, I feel like that'd fuck you up too. Seeing a red-eyed entity, that's scary.
It would, but like I'm in this thing to find these things out. It's not that I wouldn't be scared, but I still want to know. I want to see it.
Yeah, I'd like to see it.
At the Lotus nightclub, there is a resident spirit that brings a feeling of evil. It is said to be a male presence who is possibly a bartender who partnered with the Crimps. He is seen in the basement as well as the main bar. He physically will not hurt anybody, but he brings a feeling of fear and anger, and he loves to scare employees who say they hate going to the basement because he'll just like...
I mean, if I was a ghosty, I was going to fuck with the people who hate it the most.
1,000%.
Yeah.
You don't believe? Guess what, buddy?
You're going to fuck with you the most.
One night there was a bartender alone at the club who was cleaning and closing up, and he went down to the basement to just kind of check on things out there, make sure everything was how it should be. And then when he was down there, he heard a CO2 canister go off by itself upstairs. When he rushed upstairs, he found on the bar that he had just cleaned a single shot glass upside down.
Oh, he took a shot.
He left after that. The bartender was like, nope, I'm out. Now, our beloved, our one and only, has come to investigate the Shanghai Tunnels.
Oh, goddamn. Fucking Zach Baggins.
That's the one.
Yeah, Dildo Baggins.
Dildo Baggins. And wait till you hear his account.
Oh, God. I feel like it's going to be a good... Jessifer, is it going to be a good one?
Oh, Felicia, you have no idea.
Never been happier in my life than find your redneck name so organically.
It took 2 years.
It took 2 years, but here we are.
Here we are.
Jessifer.
Worth it.
I can't wait to tell Kyler's teacher tomorrow that
Jessifer, we were trying to name her baby and we named me instead.
Does she listen to this?
I think so.
Oh, dear.
So Zach, the one and only, our favorite human.
Fucking Dildo Baggins, let's go.
One day, we're gonna be real big, and we're gonna be doing this, and Dildo Baggins is gonna walk through the door and be like, "It's Dildo."
It's Dildo Baggins.
I hope he would be a good sport. I can't tell. You know those people who are so like horrendous?
He seems like a gigantic douche canoe.
But sometimes they can make fun of themselves and they understand the joke and they lean in. I don't know if he leans in.
I don't think he does.
Anywho's, they went down into the tunnels and they got so many EVPs within the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Zach, remember Nina?
Mm-hmm.
Zach made a connection with Nina.
Oh, are they married now?
Oh, they were having a little conversation through the spirit box. It got a little frisky.
Oh, yeah.
They were getting all flirty with each other, and they began joking around. And it is said that they caught on EVP Nina telling Zach to get naked.
Damn. In Zach's dreams,
right?
Fuck.
Only Zach's dream.
He's such a doucher, you guys. If you don't watch the...
I'm not gonna lie. I do kind of like his show because of how
it is, but I think that's what it is. It's like watching it is like when you watch it, it's so hard to take him seriously. And that's what I wonder.
I think he's leaning in. I think he might know that. And I think he might be part of the joke. And if he is,
well, then, okay.
Then I have so much respect for him. But if he really thinks he's all that in a bag of chips, I'm still going to make fun no matter what. He's a character. He's made a character.
He is a character.
A caricature, if you will.
Dildo Baggins.
Dildo, give us a call.
Or don't.
No, let's do this. Let's do this. Come on our show. Let's do this.
Oh,
I would get my thick framed glasses out just for you,
and I'll get my Harry Potter glasses out.
Flannel. We've done it,
guys. Harry Potter Baggins.
You didn't post the video of us going, "I'm Zach Baggins."
Oh, did we?
I think you thought it was too cringy.
I think it was my Harry Potter glasses. They convinced me it was funny, and then it was funny, but it was a little too far. No, it wasn't. It
wasn't. No. Have you seen the people that pretend to be Zach Baggins on TikTok?
It's fucking hilarious.
Best thing on the planet. Maybe we can get one of them to come on the show. That couple that does it. Let's do that. Let's do that. On the show, they had thermal imaging recording them as they walked around, and there was a purple form with legs that followed them around, and a few more followed Nick around, one of the cast, and a few moments later he got lightheaded. To sit down.
Oh, it's a little baby.
Oh, I feel like every episode they have to lie down.
Yeah, there's something happens. They have to lie down. It's something. I will say that I have been in places where it does give you physical things. So like,
right,
you know,
but that's not necessarily a spirit. That could be bad wiring. That could be, carbon monoxide.
Right, for real. But they, it's always very dramatic on the show. I don't feel good. I'm gonna throw up. I'm losing my mind. The demons inside of me.
Like that.
And then Zach gets naked.
I hope not.
Same.
Nobody wants that.
I don't want it.
Nobody.
Nope.
Nobody.
20 out of 10. No.
I hope we could hear your headphones were shaking right now. I hope it picked that up. Now we're going to move on the story of Bunko Kelly. So this is all just kind of giving more of a history on why things are so nefarious down there.
Yeah.
There's the story of Bunko Kelly, who is one of the most notorious crimpers in Portland's history. And some claim that they aren't even sure he existed, but there are reports of Bunko Kelly. He was a real person, but his actions are so legendary that people think he's more of like a Paul Bunyan type character. But he's not. He was a real person. He was in newspapers for the first time in 1887. A ship's captain wrote in to the paper to complain that Kelly had supplied him with a man during a Shanghai expedition.
Yeah.
And the man had so much rheumatism that he couldn't move.
Oh, dear.
And the captain was angry, so he wrote the newspaper? Huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
He wrote a Yelp review?
Yeah, Yelp on Bunko Kelly.
He wrote a Karen Facebook rant?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
He kidnapped this person that was not even good for me because he had rheumatism.
And then I threw him overboard to the megalodons.
Probably exactly what
happened. He's dead, he died.
He's dead, he died. No source.
No source.
Another paper mentioned him as the, quote, boss Shanghaier of Portland. Those are from mighty fine britches to fill.
Those are big words, too. Yes. Yeah.
There's other documentation of Kelly that was from official court records, and this was not for Shanghaiing because it wasn't actually illegal.
Oh.
Just throwing that out there.
Shanghaiing wasn't illegal?
Nope. There was no law against Shanghaiing.
Was there laws against kidnapping?
Probably, but I don't know. Maybe they did a little wraparound, a little work around that one.
You could kidnap, but that only...
You could Shanghai.
That only counts if you stayed on U.S. soil?
But you couldn't bring them to ships? I don't know.
Okay.
But this is just another account to prove that he was actually real.
Okay.
He was in court because he stole $50 from his brother, and his brother turned him in.
Well.
But they still worked together after that. So.
Oh, well, it's trying to, get your mom involved in a sibling fight,
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to win?
Not me. Never me. Ever.
Sometimes, usually not me, too. Okay. Actually, normally not me.
There was a sailor that was kidnapped by Kelly, and he was unable to be placed on a ship because the captain said he wasn't what they wanted.
Okay.
And so he was kept in a locker underground for a real long time. Until he was let go, and then naturally the sailor went to the press.
Okay.
So Bunko not very smart.
Oh, yeah. He's no sprinkles on his donut.
No, purely glazed.
Maybe even less.
Another report in 1891, Kelly was arrested for keeping a, quote, disorderly house.
Okay.
Which typically meant that he was running a brothel.
Oh.
That's kind of the language of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So he had his hands in all sorts of businesses.
I mean, he sounded like he was getting it where he could of any capacity.
He's getting around.
He's getting around.
Literally.
His
real name was Joseph Kelly, and he wrote a memoir while he was in prison for 13 years.
Oh, I mean, I feel like if I was in prison for 13 years, I'd write a memoir on my life.
Probably. Why not?
Why not? Just tell what happened to me.
Mm-hmm. So he originally got into the business because he was Shanghaied.
Oh, okay.
And he was placed on a ship, which went out to sea and was overtaken by pirates. And he was saved by pirates. And he joined the pirates. And he was a pirate.
Is Captain Jack Sparrow?
And then he abandoned them on an island and took a boat and left.
Oh.
So yeah, kind of like Captain Jack Sparrow.
Why is the rum always gone? Yeah, that's us. Maybe it's Meg.
This just shows the kind of man that we're dealing with. Like he really is like a legendary figure of Portland. From his memoir, there is a story of cannibalism.
Mm-hmm.
According to Kelly, one captain was having trouble feeding his crew that Kelly had helped procure for him. And so to fix the problem, he fed them a crewmate on board.
I can't imagine that would like keep morale high.
And some stories say that the Shanghai men were actually placed on ships for food.
Okay.
So we have kidnapping, we have sex slavery, we have human trafficking, we have child kidnapping and servitude. Now we have cannibalism. Let's just keep checking. Checking off the list. There's a journalist named Stuart Hallbrook, and he was called a rough journalist. Like he was a really rugged person and wrote a lot about the outdoors and all those manly things.
That was a really good rugged voice. I've never heard so rugged.
Like a lumberjack, he wrote a lot about lumberjacks. Yeah.
Super rugged. It reminds me of that basement yard thing when he's like yelling at Joey. He's like, I would be your type. He's like, you're not rugged. He's like,
I can be rugged. I can be rugged. What are you talking about? He's a lumberjack and he's okay.
He works all night and he works
sleeps all night and he works all day.
Yeah. Cuts down trees. I don't know. There's so many verses of it.
Just like my dear papa.
Something about a brazier and
it's wonderful, but
good times. We sang it on one episode.
Yeah, multiple at this point. He loved to write about the Portland area and especially about the tunnels and the myths of Bunko Kelly. He made Kelly this lovable, funny character, even though really in reality he was not a great guy.
Oh.
According to Stewart, one October, Kelly was looking for sailors to crimp for a captain. He was on Skid Row in Portland and could not find a man to get for the ship that he was hired to get. So he was walking down the street and he was going to the cigar shop and he came across a 6-foot wooden statue of a Native American. He goes, well, there you go.
That'll do, donkey. Just
that'll do. So he put a blanket over it, like a tarp over it. He went onto the ship and he said, he's just real passed out.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's dead. He died. But he'll be fine. And the captain was like, okay, like, because these people were mostly drugged when they were brought on. So the captain didn't think anything of it, gave him his $50, went on his way. The captain discovered this, and the sailors threw the statue overboard. Now, 100 miles away in Astoria, the statue was caught in a fisherman's net.
Oh, no.
And brought up, and the story started circulating, and that's when he got the name of Bunko Kelly, because Bunko was slang for con man.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good one, though. That's a good one.
Another story, Kelly was asked to find 17 men by a captain to man his ship to sail to Shanghai and back. Kelly took off to find these men. He didn't have any luck, so he passed a funeral home on his way to another bar.
Oh, Christ.
And he heard the sound of voices inside of this funeral home. So he's
sobbing.
Like, I'm going to go and investigate. No, it is not what you think. So he goes in, and he found 22 men in the cellar of the funeral parlor. There was a keg in the middle of the floor, and these men were all like completely drunk, strewn around the room, like just completely out of their minds. And he goes, I have an idea. And he went in, he was looking at these men. They didn't even realize he was there. And he went to see, like, he thought that they had gone and stolen a keg from the bar next door.
Yeah.
So he went to the keg, and it was filled with embalming fluid, and they had all been drinking embalming fluid. So now he knew these men are all dying. Let me put them on my cart and bring them to these canoes out here and go out to this ship where this captain is. And he did. And the captain was like, I only wanted 17 men. You brought me 22. He goes, it's all or nothing, dude. Bunko said it's all or nothing. So he got paid for each one of these men. They went on the ship, and hopefully he got one night's work out of them, because by the time this captain got to Astoria,
they'd be dead.
He was looking for 17 more men.
Okay, I'm sorry, but why the fuck were they drinking embalming fluid?
There's no way to know.
They must have thought it was something else.
Must have thought it was something else, and they were getting drunk off of it, so why the heck not?
Well, you die. That's why not.
You died.
You died.
You're dead.
Oh my God. Oh, he's a real prankster, a trickster.
A trickster. So it is said that Bunko is still, lurking around.
Up to his old ways.
Up to his old ways. And it is said that you can still hear people in the tunnels that were his victims. So he's kind of portrayed as this funny, goofy guy, but he was really
some fucked up sinister shit.
Nasty.
I will
nasty
say though,
guy.
those guys are going to die anyways from their dumbass drinking embalming fluid.
Those ones, whatever. It's
I
all
mean,
the other people he shanghaied that maybe.
Yeah, that's not so good. Not so good, but that's a good story. It's a good story.
Back to some experiences in the tunnels. Tourists report all sorts of sounds, from unseen doors opening and closing. They hear hissing. They hear moaning. They'll have heavy breathing in their ear, and even whips cracking.
Yikes.
Knocking is often heard throughout the tunnels, and the thought is that it's the spirits trying to get your attention.
Uh-huh.
There's a spirit known as the Whistler, and she is said to be a woman that travels the tunnels whistling a happy little tune. She's never seen, but you always hear her.
Okay.
And people who go down will hear her over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, I don't think the whistling is bad. Most cases you hear whistling.
It's not good.
Shut up. No, you didn't.
Yeah, but in
this case,
when you're not in Appalachia.
Appalachia.
Well, you're not there.
Nope. Then it's fine.
Jessifer.
I'm going to forget this name 17,000.
I'm never going to forget Jessifer.
Jessifer. Like Lucifer, but Jessifer.
It's like Jessica and Jennifer.
Jessifer.
Jess-ifer.
Lucifer, Jessifer. I'm going to have to figure it out. I do bad with names.
I mean, me too. I can never remember names. I'm terrible.
A local paranormal investigator was down in the tunnel searching around and researching, and he found an area where boots were taken from those who were shanghaied. And as he was kind of digging in this area, a brick was suddenly thrown at him. It whizzed past him, barely missing him, and shattered on the wall in front of him.
Yikes.
A woman who was on the show Most Terrifying Places in America said that she and friends were down there excavating in the tunnel, and they needed help opening a door. They went up to the bar upstairs and found the bartender, who agreed to come down and help them open it. And they opened the door. And when they did, this fog rolled out, and there was a hand, like a decaying hand, poking out. But it was a spirit. It wasn't like an actual decaying hand. It was like poking out and like reaching for them.
No, thank you.
The bartender quit the next day.
Well,
there are spirit tracks down in the tunnels. Tourists have placed wind chimes throughout. This is what they call.
Oh, yeah.
There's no airflow down there.
Right. So if they're going,
so if you start hearing all the chimes, they call those the spirit tracks. It means the spirits are coming through.
Interesting.
That's so cool.
I know it'd be kind of scary though if you're standing there and you start hearing it. Would be like, very eerie, like creepy as fuck. Mm-hmm.
In the show Porters to Hell, it is said that when workers are renovating tunnels, that's when the activity really ramps up, and this makes it difficult for them to get workers.
Oh, yeah.
They'll last a couple of hours and then be done. Workers have been scratched, beaten, and seen full-on apparitions, and some claim to have found altars and pentagrams with candles down there. When they said this, they said it was proof of Satan, like Satanists or Satan worshipers. We know that that's not accurate.
Yeah.
One, Satanists are not Satan worshipers, and two, pentagrams are not solely for devil worship.
Yeah.
There's Billy Smith, and he was a famous boxer in the area who was known to bite people's ears off.
Who's the boxer who did that? There's another
Billy Smith. Oh
no,
the guy with the high pitched voice.
I can't remember. Anyways,
it's
over my head.
He stole it from this guy. But people down there will claim to feel nibbling on their ears in the tunnel. And
no fucking.
And they say it's just Billy.
Oh, it's Billy nibbling my ears.
Nibbling Billy.
I don't like that.
An investigator was down there excavating some earth, searching for artifacts, and she took a break. When she came back, her shovel was levitating in the air, and she stood there for what she said was a couple of minutes watching it levitate before it dropped to the ground.
Dang.
They also say that there is a furnace room where they used to burn the bodies of prisoners who were down there. And around that furnace room, elders of the Portland Chinese community claim that there is a Chinese cemetery underground near it.
Mm-hmm.
So that whole area is said to be extremely active. Voices are often heard moaning and crying.
Oh, that's sad.
At Harvey's Comedy Club, employees often hear voices and see apparitions. People who work there will go to sit down and the chairs are pulled out from under them, and they're also pushed and smushed into walls. That's something that happens. Footsteps are often heard walking around empty rooms. Within the tunnels, there's often reported the sighting of a wolf. Some say it looks just like a regular wolf that you would see.
Mm-hmm.
Some hear it. Some say it's an extra large wolf. Some say it has red eyes. And this has led to stories of werewolves being within the tunnel.
I don't like that. That's a no. That's a no for me. No.
So, like I said earlier in the show, the Shanghai Tunnels were closed during the pandemic, and they weren't in operation. But in late 2022, they reopened at the Old Town Pizza, where Nina presides. So we have ghosts. We have occult activity. I am sure there's occult activity. I'm sure there's actual cult activity.
Oh, I'm sure.
We have gangsters. We have murders. We have all the nefarious human things you can think of. We have werewolves. We have cannibalism. Like, everything you can imagine is there.
Yeah. Okay.
So when we going?
Don't think about it.
We're going. I cannot.
I do. I want to go now, though. I want to go. The werewolf thing is definitely, that's one of my bugaboos. That's one of my bugaboos.
Not a mummy.
Fine, I'm going to take you to go find you a mummy. Oh, eyeless one. Somewhere. I'm going to write an episode about mummies.
Okay.
No. I'm good on writing episodes for a while.
You want to bring me to a pyramid and go explore them? I am down 1,000%. It's the freaking movie I can't handle. Freaking
Fine. I don't like the werewolves.
No werewolves, no mummies.
Okay.
Done and done.
Or zombies.
Well, you can't be too picky here.
Yes, we can.
Yeah,
I can. Yes, I can. I just saw a TikTok too that was, the actor who is in Home Alone, and I think it's Marv.
Yeah.
He's like the guy with the curly hair.
Yeah.
He was on some show, and it was a show, a supernatural, like explaining something. And he's talking about he and his wife were honeymooning in Europe somewhere. Mm-hmm. And they went to a town that he claims was full of zombies. And it was a 3-part thing. It was an actual TV show. And I watched all 3 parts.
I want to watch that.
I think I saved it. I'll find it to send to you. It was a little bit fucking scary. I'm not going to lie.
Well, I think like there are these paranormal creatures that people say are zombies. There's a lot of that like within voodoo culture.
Yeah.
And what's that country that starts with an H?
Haiti.
Haitian. Like, a lot of Haitian culture with reports of zombies. So I don't think it's what we think of as zombies, but it's something very similar.
It was people with black eyes, though, or darkened, or like white, those kinds of eyeballs were a lot of it. And it was a little bit creepy. And he was he was telling it, and I was like, what the fuck did I stumble upon?
If you find that again, I want to
think also when we get off air, I think I saved it for you. So I think I did. Yes. And I put it in the glazed donut upstairs to remember to bring it up at some point in one of the podcasts. Another sprinkle added.
Sprinkles.
Did they add to my gray hairs? My sprinkles. Don't look at those.
You pointed. Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
If you have any paranormal stories, werewolf stories, mummy stories, UFO stories, haunted stories, cryptid stories, please write it.
Or have you been to the Shanghai Tunnels? Like, let us know. Let us know what we should do, because we're going to go.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, it's those are my number one I want to go to, and Orcas Island. To those,
I want to go to Orcas Island.
Or the San Juan, the mausoleum one. Yeah, those are the
definitely
two like trips that I feel like we could possibly make happen this summer. We'll find out. We'll wait and see.
100%. But yeah, write us in at lunaticsouppodcast@gmail.com
or social media, Lunatic Soup Podcast. Everywhere,
all the things
except for Facebook, because it's too much effort.
Who likes Facebook anymore anyways?
Not me.
And
at the YouTubes, when Raina gets it up to date, I think I'm somewhat, but It takes a long time to upload, and then I forget about it. I don't know if it automatically posts sometimes.
I have no idea.
People watch us though. I see views.
No.
I'm sorry.
I love it. I love that you guys listen to us. Find us on the socials and give us a little send us a little message. Tell us where you are listening from.
I think it's the funniest though on the YouTube because it's like watching a TV show, but it's you and me sitting in my office just sipping the ciders.
Hello.
And our facial expressions just really make it, I'm sure. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that was a great one, Meg. I loved that one. That one actually was fantastic.
I had so much fun with it. And remember, this summer we're going to be at the Haunted Tacoma Farmers Market.
Yes.
Tacoma Haunted Farmers Market.
The haunted farmers market in Tacoma.
In Tacoma.
There it is. There she blows.
There she is. Come and tell us your spooky stories and be on air.
And be on air. Yeah. You get to be on air with us.
Yeah, and we get to meet people in our community, which I'm really excited about.
I am too. So I feel like it's going to be a good thing for the podcast, good thing for us, and I think good for all you listeners because you get to hear some firsthand accounts of people that are just everyday people telling us their own ghosty stories.
Yes, super excited. We'll tell you more details as we get closer to it, but you can find our sign up on our website or on the Haunted Farmers Market in Tacoma.
Not on our website, but it's on our
Instagram.
I can put it on our website though. I just need to do it. So we'll do that. You'll find it.
Just show up.
Or you just DM us and we'll get you a spot.
Exactly.
Yep. All right, you guys. We love you. Get a lunatic soup.
And remember, in this crazy world,
it's good to be a lunatic.
Bye.
Bye.